I was born in the former Soviet Union. So when I came to America, obviously I knew nothing about football. There was no lineage. Then I moved to Edison, New Jersey in the summer of 1982. And I went outside, because that's what kids in the 80s did, and found some kids playing with a Nerf football. And my friend, Eric Godfrey, looked me in the face and said, "Who do you like?" I'm not sure if I even knew what he said, because I'm not sure I understood English fully yet. And he said, "You're a New York Jets fan." And I said, "Okay." And these kids really accepted me. The next day they played with me, the next day, and they became my friends. So I jumped on with them, and I've basically watched every snap of a New York Jets game since, and I'm not kidding.
So here we are on the third day of January, and there's no place on earth the New York Jets would rather be than on the banks of Lake Erie here at chilly old Cleveland Stadium, playing the Browns in the AFC semifinal.
All right, Russ! All right, baby!
Cleveland's a really good team. I didn't think we were gonna win. This is the Jets. They sucked me in. They go up by 10 points with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, and they somehow find a way to start unraveling it.
Fans in Cleveland Stadium hoping against hope.
All we need is a first down. All we need is a first down. We don't get that first down. The Browns had a big drive. They kicked a field goal.
It is good, and the game is tied.
It goes into overtime.
The left side slaughter is open. He got the ball at the 5-yard line.
The Browns line up for the game-winning field goal. I'm 11. I just think he's gonna make it. I just start crying.
This will end it. No, it's no good. Mosley missed a sure shot.
I'm wiping off my tears. Refound hope. We go on to do nothing. They line up for a field goal in double overtime.
37-yard attempt. The kick is up. It is good. The Browns have won the game. Place is absolutely bedlam.
The most I ever cried in continuation was after we lost that game in double overtime. I cried for about 4 to 5 hours straight. My mom actually punished me because she wanted to give me something to actually cry about.
Across the middle, he's got Ozzie Newsome, touchdown! The Cleveland Browns, 21. The Miami Dolphins, 3. The Miami Dolphins and their fans right now are somewhat stunned.
The Browns, I literally get chills when I think about it. They just have a way of taking you almost all the way, and then it falls apart.
He fires, open in the end zone, goes to Nat Moore. And the Dolphins are right back in it.
I mean, that is classic Browns. You know, it's rough.
Davenport, he's into the end zone. The Dolphins are going into the AFC Championship game. The Dolphins win by the hair on their chinny chin chin.
The game was more about this second-year expansion team facing the Denver Broncos, playing in a game in the playoffs where we have absolutely no chance.
Just go out and play as hard as you can. Let things happen, and the best team will win. That'll be us.
And the way the game started out, it just seemed like it was going to be a blowout. We were struggling. We were down 12-0 quickly. It wasn't pretty.
Touchdown Denver, and the Broncos extend their lead.
Offensively, we came up with some big-time plays that kind of shifted the momentum. And pretty soon we find out, hey, this is a game.
Steps away from a tackle and Needs will score. And Jacksonville is back in the game. Going long for McCardell. Touchdown.
He's coming in here and beating these guys.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have upset Denver 30-27.
Probably my favorite moment in the NFL.
King Winter takes over for the Pro Football Championship playoff at icy Cleveland Stadium. Cleveland's ace Bob Waterfield takes to the air, hits Jim Benton on the 12-yard line, and he goes over to give Cleveland an 8-7 lead as the crowd tries to keep from freezing. What proved to be the margin of victory came as Waterfield's try for the extra point hits the crossbar and wobbles over, and the Cleveland Rams put the title on ice.
Football hysteria grips San Francisco as the Lions and 49ers collide head-on in a playoff for the Western Conference Championship. San Francisco dominates the entire first half. Halftime score, San Francisco 24, Lions 7. Lions refuse to go down without a fight. Tom Tracy puts new life in the Lions offense. Tracy tears away on the fancy touchdown foray. With an unbelievable comeback, Detroit's Never Say Die Lions defeat San Francisco 31-27 to capture the Western Conference Championship.
If I had to pick one game out to say it was the greatest game that I ever was a part of, it would be the Green Bay Packer-Washington Redskin game in 1983. It was an unbelievable track meet.
Lindicky's going to throw. Caught by Kaufman, into the end zone, touchdown!
Theismann's back. Theismann got Joe Washington right at the goal line for touchdown.
I would come off the field after we scored a touchdown. I would sit down in my bench, go through my usual little routine. Russ Grimm would instantly walk up to me and say, "Let's go." And I'd say, "Russ, look, we just scored." He said, "I know, so did they. Let's go."
Green Bay comes out smoking here in the second half.
That game boils down to a field goal opportunity at about 1 o'clock in the morning. I put my finger down where I'm going to spot the ball. I looked at Mark and I said, "Are you ready?" He said, "He's ready." I get the snap, I put the ball down, the kick goes through the air, it's headed for the uprights.
Mosley misses to the right, and the Packers win the game.
Mark was an MVP of the National Football League in 1982, but at that particular moment, could have killed him.
A tremendous victory for the Green Bay Packers. What a football game.
Good afternoon, everybody, from Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. Playoff action this afternoon. The Dallas Cowboys against the Atlanta Falcons. Markowski is going deep, has Jenkins wide open at the 20, at the 10, at the 5, touchdown. Alfred Jenkins beat Aaron Mitchell like an old drum.
We were beating them.
William Andrews coming out of the backfield and a 24-10 lead.
We thought that was it. All of a sudden, Dana White became the start.
What a catch by Drew Pearson.
Ball at the 23, 27, 24. 49 seconds to go. Danny back to throw, into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Drew Pearson! The Dallas Cowboys, with an amazing come-from-behind victory, have defeated Atlanta.
Well, they were at one time 24-10.
We busted our ass. We've worked harder than anybody to get here. Nobody can beat us in a team, and it's worth $70,000 and a big ring.
In Super Bowl 17, playing the Dolphins, and it came down to
4th down and a foot. The ball sits at the Miami 42-yard line. They're going to go for the first down.
So gamble right here.
I actually went to my knees on the sideline because I said, I'm going to get killed if this thing doesn't go.
This will make the hair stand up on the back of my neck.
I still remember the play. I left, tight wing, fake zoom, 70 chip.
Here comes the diesel.
There's the snap, hand to Riggins. Good hold. He's got the first down to the 40. He's gone. The 35, the 30, the 20. He's gone. He's gone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Joe Gibbs, the Hogs, and MVP John Riggins have beaten the Miami Dolphins 27-17.
Short, now throws it over the middle to the end zone. Touchdown! Go Franks!
Handoff Alexander sprinting to the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks!
A shootout here in the second half between these two teams offensively.
Hands off Alexander, powering forward. Touchdown Seahawks!
And we will go to overtime.
You call it.
Who's going to call?
I got it. Matt's going to call it.
I got it.
Let's go, Matt.
They do the coin toss. So they turned to Matt Hasselbeck, and they said,
What do you call? I'd like to call heads. Heads is called.
look at him, he's laughing.
Heads! Seattle's won the toss. We won the ball, we're going to score.
Oh, boy. Oh, this is so cool. This is going to be one of those all-time moments. He's going to drive his team down the field, and it is a game-winning touchdown.
Short drop, quick throw, left side, intercepted. Right sideline, going down the right side into the end zone. It is out. Touchdown!
I can just remember going, oh.
Red Right 88 was
freezing. It was so cold. My mustache was frozen solid. I was calling defenses like this because I couldn't move my head. It was unbelievable.
Oakland 14, Cleveland 12.
Sipe finally got a little bit of a rhythm, and they were driving.
The cardiac kids are alive.
My mother had a small procedure, and she was in the hospital overnight. And so we were watching the game, and they had one of those monitors on her. Every time the Browns come back against those Raiders, the monitor would spike. So clearly it was causing problems for her in terms of her blood pressure.
58 seconds to go and counting. And now the Browns in great field goal range.
Rick Slutton right, and effects say 88. Let's go.
Their one last shot was red right 88, and the rest is history.
Sipes wants to take a shot into the end zone. He looks, he throws. Intercepted. Holy Toledo.
It was a sad way for the cardiac kids to end their run.
The Cleveland Browns called on chutzpah once too often.
Probably about appropriate when you think about it.